I give you life. Life! Life! Hello? Hello? Drat.
Lawyer Flash.
Welcome to Lawyer Flash. I'm your host, Jon Deer, and I explain the law. This week marks the opening of the movie Transcendence, in which artificial intelligence swallows the consciousness of Johnny Depp. And while that plot may be fiction, what's real is that robots are moving into our lives. They're becoming our housekeepers, our caregivers, our companions, our drivers, our doctors, and even our lovers. In the meantime, the law is struggling to catch up. This week on Lawyer Flash, we look at the future of laws regulating our new companions, the robots. Science fiction author Isaac Asimov touched off a revolution when he published his short story Runaround, which included the 3 laws of robotics. Those laws are: number 1, a robot may not through action or inaction cause harm to a human being. Number 2, a robot must obey all orders of a human being unless the order conflicts with rule number 1. Law number 3, a robot may not harm its own kind and must defend its own kind unless to do so would violate laws 1 or 2. Asimov's laws were picked up and embraced by science fiction writers in Hollywood throughout the decades. The problem with these laws is that in reality they have no application to the conduct and use of robots. Robots remain machines created and programmed by humans, and it's human conduct that must be regulated. More and more robots are becoming autonomous machines which, once set in motion, make decisions on their own. That brings into question who is responsible for the decision-making of these autonomous machines. For example, if a driverless autonomous vehicle runs over a pedestrian, who is responsible for the accident? Is it the passenger riding in the car? Is it the manufacturer of the vehicle? Is it the developer of the software? Or who? A similar issue arises in remote surgery, where a doctor is hundreds of miles away conducting surgery through robotic arms. If a mistake happens, who is responsible? The manufacturer of the robotic arms, or the doctor, or someone else? And it's not too difficult to imagine a companion robot going haywire and killing its owner. There's no consciousness, so it's not intentional conduct, yet the owner is dead all the same. The more complex systems become and the more humans become removed from the causal chain, the more difficult it is to determine who is responsible when something goes wrong. Instead of Asimov's laws, it seems more likely that robotic conduct will be controlled by government regulation and by applying laws similar to products liability, where fault is assigned to manufacturers, designers, or other persons along the causal chain that have contributed to the damaging conduct. In summary, Asimov's idealistic laws of robotics are unlikely to have any application in the real world. Instead, government safety regulations and products liability laws are likely to be used to control robotic conduct and assign fault when it goes wrong. That's our show for this week. No artificial intelligence added. You can find us here each week at lawyerflash.net or youtube.com/lawyerflash. Also be sure to like and share our Facebook page, and mostly subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jon Deer. We'll see you next week right here on Lawyer Flash. Be sure and check out these other exciting Lawyer Flash episodes.